Hey, good morning. So we get a lot of questions from people asking, subscribers asking, hey, if I'm going to move to Myrtle Beach, where would I look for a home? So while we're waiting for our second COVID vaccine, today we're going to take a ride through 3 communities that we think are worth checking out.
Yeah, the Grande Dunes, Market Commons, and Prince Creek.
That's right. These are 3 communities that you should check out, we believe, if you come down here looking for a home. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go for a little ride.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now.
All right, so we're going to start this tour at the north side of Myrtle Beach at the Grande Dunes community. And then we're going to work our way south. From there, we'll go to Market Commons and then end up in Murrells Inlet at the Prince Creek community. But the first stop is going to be the Grande Dunes up in the north side of Myrtle Beach. Here we go. Okay, so we made it. We're standing in one of the Grande Dunes communities. This community was the first Grande Dunes community that went up. It's on the west side of Bypass 17, but over time Grande Dunes has expanded, and now you can find it along both sides of 17, the east and the west. This was one of the original communities and has much more expensive homes. These homes can go into the $1 million range. So we're going to take a ride and show you all of the Grande Dunes communities and get an idea of what's available here. Okay, let's go. We jumped on a golf cart and headed over to the Webb community. Okay, so now we're heading over to the Webb community within Grande Dunes. So we're going to go over the bridge, over the intercoastal, and then make a right. The Webb community is located along Marina Parkway, which is just west of 17. You can see Bypass 17 through the trees. So you can see lots that have been cleared, and this is the Webb community here in the Grande Dunes. This is an adults-only community with prices ranging from $300,000 to over $1 million. We started our tour at the homes being built along the intercoastal. Okay, so we're going to go into the waterside edge, which is one of the communities within Webb in Grande Dunes. Okay, let's go.
They're very nice houses, but like you said, you can't turn.
These new homes go for $1 million. Let's go inside and check them out. All right, let's go check out one of the models. Now, Sue, don't get any ideas.
A new home.
Yeah, you wish. It's a beautiful home with an asking price slightly over $1 million, which has some great views of the Intracoastal Waterway. Now the good news is that most of the homes in the Webb community are in the $400,000 range. And most South Carolina planned communities have an amenity center with a pool. Now Grande Dunes does continue on the east side of 17 with established communities as well as new communities under construction. Now, residents of Grande Dunes have access to the private Ocean Club.
So we're leaving Grande Dunes and we're heading down to Market Commons.
Okay, so Market Commons is located on the old Myrtle Beach Air Force Base. It's just south of the Myrtle Beach Airport, and it's sort of like a multi-purpose community with different type of residential units, shopping, theater, and that's where we're heading next. Okay. There are many types of communities in Market Common. Some are under construction, but others have been completed. For example, Crestwind is an established adult-only community. Another example is Emmons Preserve. Now, as we drove towards the center of Market Commons, we passed athletic fields and a good-sized lake with walking trails. This brought us to the center of Market Commons, where you can find many shops and restaurants. We parked the car and took a walk. Okay, so the way they built Market Commons is they put sort of a residential area around a central area which has shops and restaurants, and we're going to walk through that now to give you an idea. It's a cute little area. We've been down here before, and it's always a nice place to take a walk. You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go. Now, above the shops, you'll also find residential units. Take a look. We enjoyed walking through the downtown and navigating around the gardens. So as we're saying, around the perimeter of this central business area with the restaurants and shops are more homes and residential units. Like, take a look at this. Looks like something from old Charleston. As we walked, the theme continued with shops on the first floor and residential units above them. All around us, construction was still going on. These units reminded us of the row homes in Old City, Philadelphia. After checking out the homes, we took a walk around the lake. With all the walking, we worked up an appetite and a thirst, so we headed over to the King Street Grill.
Welcome to King Street Grill!
Hey, now that was a great Philly's cheesesteak. How was your Reuben?
Excellent.
Yeah, that was a good meal at the King Street Grill, and a special shout out to our server, Mandy. She was great, very friendly, and we really enjoyed our time there. So we're going to probably be back next week. So, all right, so you ready for the next adventure?
I'm ready.
Okay, so now we're going to head down to Prince Creek and show you the homes there. All right, it's the southern part of Myrtle Beach, actually in Murrells Inlet. So it'll take us about 15, 20 minutes to get there from here. So here we go.
All right.
Okay. The Prince Creek development is off of Route 707. As you approach the entrance, you'll see a Lowe's Food on the left, and to the right you'll see a Publix shopping center as well as a dental building and medical building. On the left there's also a CVS. Hang a right and go through the stone entrance to enter the community. This will put you on TPC Boulevard, and as you travel along the road, you'll see established communities on your left and the right. As you can see, ground was recently broken for a new upcoming community. To the left, you'll see the TPC Golf Course, and this is where Dustin Johnson has his golf school. Now, if you travel to the end of TPC Boulevard, you'll come across some more recent builds and also new construction. But before you get to the end of TPC Boulevard, you'll pass Seasons on your right, which is an adult-only community, and Bellwood Landing on your left. Further down the road, you'll come across Wilderness Point, a fairly newer community. Here comes another moving van. And at the very end of TPC Boulevard, you'll come to Longwood Bluff, a Toll Brothers community. Phase 1 is nearly complete and they're beginning on Phase 2. There is a new model nearing completion to the right.
So at the last minute, we decided to add in Carolina Forest.
That's right, Sue. It's a very big and popular community off of 501. It's a little further from the ocean than the communities we just saw, but it's very popular, and apparently the price point of the homes are a little more reasonable, a little lower. So we've never driven through it, but we're going to do that today and show you guys what it's all about. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get going. Route 501 is a very busy road. You'll take a right onto Carolina Forest Boulevard. You can't miss it, there's a big green sign. Carolina Forest Boulevard runs from 501 all the way to International Drive. There are multiple communities on both sides of the road. Most are established communities, but there are new communities as well. The good news is that Carolina Forest Boulevard is currently being widened to handle all the traffic. Here is an example of one of the established communities. let's continue north on Carolina Forest Boulevard and look for an example of new construction. Until next time, safe travels.